What up, though, y'all? It's Chris broadcasting to you from the D. We got to talk about this new YouTube update that's supposed to be coming into effect in a few days. I think July 15th. It is supposed to address AI slop. Now, one YouTuber who I watch, I've always heard him refer to these AI videos as that, but I didn't know that that was categorically what it's referred to. Uh, there's a few different YouTubers that I watch that talk about AI videos. One of them is a true crime channel that I really enjoy his content, and the reason why he wants you to subscribe to him and hit him with a like is because it separates him from AI. He actually says this in his video. So apparently this is a really huge problem. And I know what they're talking about because when I'll look up certain videos on certain topics, I'll get some AI video, AI voice with um it'll show random things in a video, AI generated content. A lot of times the information in the video is supremely either inaccurate or just outright made up. They'll have these clickbait titles. So there's quite a bit of faceless channels that have just AI stuff that's monetized, and apparently the concerns about that have reached YouTube, and they're actually doing something about it. So here's an article discussing it a bit. It says YouTube prepares crackdown on mass-produced and repetitive videos as concerns over AI slop grows. YouTube is preparing to update its policies to crack down on creators' ability to generate revenue from inauthentic content, including mass produced videos and other types of repetitive content, things that have become easier to generate with the help of AI technology. So, yeah, you got videos out there where they can just use an AI app of some sort to create a whole video for them, very little effort on their part, and then they could monetize it. And those videos generate a lot of views. I've seen it for myself. So the person, they're incentivized to keep doing this. It doesn't matter that the stuff is inaccurate or outright a lie, clickbait. It doesn't matter. They just are happy that they're collecting a paycheck. So they were getting greatly rewarded for being a bad actor. It says on July 15th, the company will update its YouTube partner program monetization policies with more detailed guidelines around what type of content can earn creators money and what cannot. The exact policy language itself has not yet been released, but a page on YouTube's help documentation explains that creators have always been required to upload original and authentic content. The update says that the new language will help creators to better understand what inauthentic content looks like. So they haven't really went in depth with what they mean with these changes, but they have they've glossed over it basically. I'm thinking that when you have videos, because you guys, we've all seen those videos. Someone will take a video that already exists and they'll put a background around it. They'll shrink the size of the video, and they'll like have a border around it, and they may slightly change the audio of it to make it more high pitched or um, more low pitch. They may speed the video up a little bit, like 1.5 speed, something like that, but it'll be the same video overall. They'll do just enough changes to it to get it through the monetization. And that's just really lame. Just taking somebody else's work and throwing it on there for money, in my opinion, is diabolical. It's not even a reaction. A lot of people consider reactionary content to be lazy. I'm not one of them, but a lot of people do. But at least with reaction content, the thing that you can't deny is that the person is adding, they're adding to it. They're watching the video or some of it, they're pausing and giving their take. They watch a little more, give their take. That does change the video to where it's not one for one what it once was. It says some YouTube creators were concerned that the update would limit their ability to monetize certain types of videos, like reaction videos or those featuring clips. But a post from YouTube head of editorial and creation liaison Renee Ritchie says that's not the case. I'm familiar with Renee Ritchie. He used to be part of Vector, and then he kind of branched out on his own. He did a lot of tech stuff. He was very much an Apple fanboy. There's quite a few Apple fanboys on YouTube, but he was like extreme. I use Apple products, obviously, but he was too much for me, man. Because when a person just seems to like just love everything a brand does and never really have any criticisms, I can't really take their opinions about the tech seriously because nothing's ever really perfect. There's always going to be some drawbacks. It can be a good product, but don't just don't just glaze it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, tell me what I'm getting and tell me what I'm not getting. You guys get what I'm saying here? But aside from that, Richie adds, this type of content has been ineligible for monetization for years, as it's content that viewers often consider spam. He's right about that. What Richie is not saying, however, is how much easier it is to create such videos these days. Well, I mean, that goes without saying. I think we all know how easy it is to create that type of stuff or have a general idea. So he really doesn't need to say how easy it is to pump that out. With the rise of AI technology, YouTube has become flooded with AI slop, a term referencing low quality media or content made using generative AI technology. For instance, it's common to find an AI voice overlaid on photos, video clips, or other repurposed content thanks to text to video AI tools. Some channels filled with AI music have millions of subscribers. Fake AI generated videos about news events like the Diddy trial have racked up millions of views. Big facts. I've seen instances of both. I've seen music channels with millions of subscribers, and I've also seen news channels that's all AI stuff, and they'll have hundreds of thousands of subs, and they'll have hundreds of thousands of views. And the concern, this wasn't necessarily anything that I was worried about because I'm like, I'm gonna do what I do no matter what. But a lot of people were concerned is that YouTube pushes this stuff so heavily that it's going to become bigger than actual creators. That YouTube was going to be intentionally aiming for this stuff, which I don't know why they would do that, but that was the concern. In another example, a true crime murder series on YouTube that went viral was found to be entirely AI generated. 404 Media reported earlier this year. Even YouTube CEO Neil Mohan's likeness was used in an AI generated phishing scam on the site, despite having tools in place that allow users to report deepfake videos. Well, that's a problem in itself, that you have a system to report deepfake videos and something like this still gets through. That must mean that this system you have in place to report deepfake videos, you don't really take it that seriously. It's not really monitored, or maybe you gloss over what they're saying and just dismiss it or whatever. If they can report that something using the CEO is out here scamming people and it continues to operate on the platform, that's a serious problem. So they're going to need to get better about that. While YouTube may downplay the coming changes as a minor update or clarification, the reality is that allowing this type of content to grow and its creators to profit could ultimately damage YouTube's reputation and value. It's no surprise then that the company wants clear policies in place to allow it to enact mass bans of AI slop creators from the YouTube partner program. So this seems like it's going to be a good thing. I think the only people worried about this are the ones that are putting in the quote unquote AI slop putting out the AI slop. I don't think anybody like myself or any other people who actually get on camera and give you commentary would have any sort of issue with this, because it should not impact us negatively. This should be a benefit for us. If we have, I'm fine with competing with actual people, not so much with AI. You know, it takes me time to get out and do what I do. A lot of times it's not just me turning on the camera and talking. In many cases, I do a bit of research on the topic beforehand, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes a couple hours, depending on how in-depth the topic is. And I want to know what I'm talking about when I'm speaking to you guys, because you guys come to me and you want my objective opinion on things, and you expect me to be able to speak, you know, from a place of knowledge and know on whatever topic it is that I'm covering. So it can take me time to make a video where someone else could just click a few buttons or whatever, and the AI is going to do everything for them. And they don't care about authenticity. They don't even care about accuracy. They found a way to infinite money glitch, if you will, with the YouTube partner program, and they were exploiting it. So it's good to see that YouTube is doing something about this. And I look forward to seeing the end result, how this is going to have a overall impact on the platform. It should be for the better, though. So I'm going to leave it there. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.